Alrighty, guys. Welcome to another episode of It's Bussin' Bussin'. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Cody. Today, guys, we're going to be making the framing for the wheel wells within our bus. What are wheel wells? These things right here, the metal portions that come up under or over the bus. Why are we framing them out? Because I can't, actively put a piece of wood on here and build off of that. So basically, what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to create a frame around this bus and then put a piece of wood over that. And then, whenever we start framing out the rest of the bus, we can just build right on top of that. Something that's really critical whenever you do this is to make sure that you also insulate this area. Much like the subfloor of the bus, we have about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches of just straight foam. And that's so whenever everything's sealed up, it keeps in the cool air, pushes out the hot air, or vice versa, whichever climate that you're in. I would rate this job a 2 out of 10, maybe 3 out of 10 on the difficulty. What are some things you're going to need? Trusty pencil to write things down. Also, probably going to need either, if you don't have a speed square, something that you can mark. I just like to use a speed square because it's quicker, hence the name. And then we're also going to need a tape measure and some 2x4s. I've went ahead and got some 2x4s from the store. Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys how to build these things. Alrighty, guys, so basically what we're going to do here is we're going to create a 2x4 box around this wheel well that is 3-dimensional, that will come up to about yay high. So like that, like that, like that. Eventually we'll put something over the top. So what do we do first? You would think that you would want to measure to there, but no, you actually have to account for this 2x4 that's going to be here. So we want, basically what we want is the length of this 2x4 that goes that way to be about, to account for this, 26 3/4. 26 3/4 length. Okay, since we've already accounted for that one, then we basically just need one that comes from here to here. So let's go ahead and measure that out. That is about 37 3/4. So 37 3/4 width. And how high do we want this? I would say we want this as high enough to have a 2x4 on top. So that would be, call it 8.5. 8.5 height. So first things first, let's go ahead and cut the ones that go here, here, and here. Now remember, we're going to need 2 for each. 1 for the bottom, 1 for the top. So it'll be about 6 pieces total. Whenever I cut my wood, I make sure that I have my protective eyewear on. And not only that, I also make sure that I have my earplugs in. For some reason, whenever wood is cutting, it's loud. And I mean, you could, power through it, but I like my hearing the way it is. So we're going to go ahead and put our ear stuff in. Alrighty, guys, so this is essentially how it should look. I went ahead and cut my pieces. So we have 2 of these pieces that will go onto here. 1 piece underneath here will go right there. There, that right there, put that up under there. And then this will go ahead and sit right there. So obviously I am going to screw these together. In fact, I might do another support right here. Yeah, I'm going to put an extra one right here just to be safe. That way I have something to sit on. Because you have to think there's going to be a lot of weight on this at some point. So we don't want that just being held on by a screw. We want some stuff. So I'm going to go cut 2 extra of these. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we went ahead and we built our frame for our box. So now that this is here, essentially all we have left is to frame the outside, or I guess like whatever it's called, put the wood up against the side for the outside. Now, I am gonna do that, probably off camera, but I'm not gonna seal in the top, and I'll tell you why. I plan on doing spray foam for the insulation for this bus. So I'm definitely going to frame the outside, but when it comes to it, when I start spraying the roof or the sides or whatever, I'm going to leave this open and then just spray in here. And then from there, then I'll go ahead and close it up. If you don't plan on doing spray foam, just go ahead and get you some, yeah, there, I got some right here. Go ahead and get you just some regular foam boards. And what you would essentially do is just cut this and put this along this little gap right in here. And then you can also cut it and put it along in there and then close it in. We want to make sure that this is insulated regardless, because below this, that's just the outside world, right? Below this right here is about 3 of these. So obviously for insulation purposes, we want to make sure this is insulated. So I plan on spray foaming this. So all I'm going to do left is just go ahead and tack up the outside with some OSB, and then we'll be good. Alrighty guys, so if you enjoyed this video, it would mean the world to me if you go ahead and click the like button, click the subscribe button. Essentially in this video, all we talked about, or all we did, was we're going to go ahead and frame out the 4 wheel wells of the buses, of the bus, to be able to provide for the insulation. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer it. Disclaimer, I do not claim to be any type of construction genius. I don't do construction for a living. But I want to convey this is that you don't have to be a genius. You don't have to do construction for a living to be able to do this. With some basic tools, I still have, yeah. With some basic tools, guys, you can do this. Yes, it will take longer. Will be a little bit trickier than if you were a professional. Yeah, but I kind of enjoy that. I enjoy the learning process of this, and I enjoy, you know, when I'm done. I mean, look, it's a little box, but I feel accomplished, right? This took all of about 30 minutes. So I have 4, so it's probably take 2.5 hours. But at the end, it's a very accomplishing feeling. So I hope you guys, oh dang, that's serious. So I hope you guys get that from this. If you have any questions, leave them below. See you guys.